Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up? We're gonna make this a very, very quick video. Um, but first, I gotta ask you, what you carrying, bro? Huh? What you carrying? Are you slipping? Did I catch you slacking, asleep? Um, I haven't asked y'all that in a minute, and I hope y'all had some nearby. You know, I might have popped in through the door, or window. You know what I mean? But if y'all was ready, that's good on you. Write it down in the comments. Yo, copy. I was carrying a Smith and this. I was carrying a Glocky that. I was carrying a H&K, CZ, whatever it is. Y'all was carrying a Hellcat, um, Prodigy, a Staccato. That's what I was carrying. Whatever y'all was carrying, let me know in the comments. Um, let me see what y'all talking about. Let me see y'all taste in firearms, and you know, let's engage. Let's talk a little bit. Now, this video, if you could tell by the title, it's a little bit of an opinion based. It's an opinion based. I'll say it again, an opinion based video. I'm not saying that it is facts. I'm not saying that I'm right, you're wrong with whatever you think. I'm just saying it is opinion based. So this is my opinion, Copy's opinion. There's only one copy, so this is only my opinion. But I think these are the only 3 Glocks that you really, really need. Obviously, you could substitute any one of these for the 19 Gen 5 MOS. Make sure it's MOS because you have the option to put optic on it, right? And it's 2025. If you are not running an optic, my opinion, again, you are behind. You are at a disadvantage. I don't care how much you train. If you are not red dot ready or have a red dot on your firearm, I think you're in a disadvantage for someone who is equally as trained as you with their red dot as you are with the iron sights. Now, my opinion. I'm going to say that these 3 Glocks that y'all see in front of y'all is the only really 3 y'all need. If you want, because this 19X isn't MOS, you can put the Glock 19 MOS or the 19X MOS, but any variation of these 3, and honorable mention, the 19X, the 19 is the only 3 you need. The only reason I don't personally have a 19 is because it just feels chunky in my hand. The grip is a little bit too short, and I don't like how it feels in hand. And that's step 1. How does it feel in hand? That's step 1 for firearms. Now, this right here, I'm gonna go ahead and clear check it for y'all, YouTube purposes, right? Nothing in the chamber, no magazine inserted at all. But I told y'all this before. I bought this at the tactical store, and a couple months later, the 19X MOS came out. So, as you can imagine, I was furious. Can't complain. I love the firearm, the old military contract, if you will. That's their submission, and I'm happy to have it in my collection. That being said, it's not MOS. Therefore, I felt like I needed this. 45. It's the same exact firearm. Nothing in there, nothing in there. Same exact firearm. It's just, MOS. Gen 5, everything is the same. Let me see if I can find that red dot for y'all. My bad, y'all. But yeah, MOS, Gen 5. You can tell by the slot serrations. No grooves here, Gen 5. I feel like I wanted that because I like running red dots on my EDCs. On something that I'm going to carry, I would prefer to have a red dot. Again, I want all the advantages that I can in any situation, and I think a red dot, for me personally, is an advantage versus someone who doesn't have any red dot. That's just me. Y'all let me know in the comments how you think about that, but that's just me. And then Gen 5 43X MOS, nothing in there as you can see, and then OMAG. But yeah, I like personally to run a red dot on my firearm. It's just something that I'm gonna carry. I'm gonna be on point, especially if it's sighted in correctly. As y'all know, I'm okay with sighting in. I'm not perfect, I'm not the best, but I'm decent, and I feel like I can hit a target with whatever I consider my particular zero. Now, the reason I want to make this video is this is the only 3 you need, man. You only need these 3, my opinion. This, because it's black, it just goes better for EDC purposes. If you do want to carry this, this is going to be like just a range toy. Back this out when you want to get some training in. That's just my opinion. I'm going to keep this in the safe, or yeah, safe. Keep it safe. I do carry this. This is part of my rotation, that with the Shield Plus and the Equalizer. That's my 3 that I carry. 9 times out of 10, that's what I'm gonna have on my waist. I'm a Smith & Wesson guy, so do with that what you will. But I do appreciate the 43X for size, the weight, the grip, and that's that. I did also do a few things to these 2 firearms since the last time y'all saw them, and y'all did see this pretty recently, so I'm getting this one built. I'm getting it to where I want it to be so that I can go ahead and put in some work with it, right? My opinion, again, it's opinion video. I don't want to train with a firearm that isn't how it's going to end up, right? And the reason for that is because it's going to change the way I do things with that firearm. If I'm going to put a red dot on there, which I did, I'm not really going to train with just the iron sights, because that's not how it's going to be used. God forbid the time comes. That's why I changed over the 6 Sauer from the Crimson Trace on the 43X, because I'm going to be carrying that, and I needed a better red dot than what I used to have on it, and I didn't carry it until that was sighted in because I want to be ready. Some things that I did to these 2 firearms today, spent some time at the tactical store, chopped it up with everybody, and Johnny over there, he hooked me up, man. He went ahead and chopped these beaver tails. This was with the beaver tail I had on there was chunky. Now I get the benefit of having the beaver tail, the extended one, but I keep the frame slim. I can still get a good purchase on the firearm, but it's not as thick. Pause. We went ahead and did the same exact thing to the 45, chop beaver tail, get the benefit of the beaver tail, right? No slide bite. And if y'all noticed, we got the gold pin. Appreciate you, Johnny. And we got the silver one on this one. I could have went with the regular plastic Glock ones, but you know, they love me over there, and he blessed your boy with that, so I definitely appreciate him. Being that these 2 platforms are exactly the same except for the lanyard loop and this little nudge here, I also bought 2 extra mags. I'm going to put these, I mean, I don't need to, but I usually, let me see, oh my bad, y'all. If this is a not an aftermarket, but this is a used mag or something that I bought that wasn't with the firearm, I kind of give it a indication by marking it. On the 43X, I marked it with black, so y'all know, or I know, these both of them are. Wow. Okay, let me get right. I gotta change these mags, but either way, I marked them. Make sure I understand that these were the ones that I bought used. But I bought another 2 mags, and we put this +2 on there, pierce grip +2, so it's matching. It's the same, and obviously these two are the same, right? So I have shot this. Y'all seen me shoot this a bunch, and so being that I like this one, and this one has a red dot on it now, I want it to be the same. I want it to, you know, man, I'm weird. Not OCD, but I like things to be very precise. Let me know in the comments, are y'all like that, or do y'all just do what y'all do and let the chips fall where they may? I'm gonna put tape on this again. Y'all see that at the end of the video, but I definitely wanted to let y'all know what I done to it recently and why I think these are the only 3 Glocks you need. I remember in my last video I told y'all, yo, I got the holster already taken care of because I have a holster for this. I have this holster. It's pretty good. I've carried it a few times when I'm wearing bigger clothes. Right? Is it this way or that way? Oh, let me see. I forgot. Probably this way. Whatever. Doesn't matter. The thing is that it's a good holster, and it is M10, M10. I don't know. Y'all let me know how do y'all pronounce that, but I like this holster, and this is going to be the holster that I'm going to be putting this 45 in when I start carrying it. I think this way is easier, right? Because it kind of fits flush with, you know. Those magazines were empty, as y'all noticed, but this is how it would be carried. Right here, like that. I'm right-handed, so this is how I'm going to carry it in the future if I do start carrying it, because I might carry the MMP 2.0 over this if I'm going to go with a bigger gun, because MMP 2.0 is ported and got the Apex in there. You already know how I feel about the Apex. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put the tape on them. I want to see what I'm going to do with this. Maybe I'll leave it like that, but I'm definitely going to put tape on this because this nudge right here, let me show y'all what I'm talking about. This little ledge right here. Not that it's uncomfortable, but I want to make it smoother so it is more comfortable. Again, full grip. I need that if this gun is going to be this big. The 43X, you know, it gives me that full grip, especially with this magwell. It's able to push into this. I'm thinking about getting this undercut. I've seen some people do that. I don't know how effective it is. I'll see, maybe, perhaps. But it does give me a full grip with this 43X, and I like that. Quick little recap. Went ahead and put some tape on this. Like I told y'all, I got this taken care of. It's not a hard ledge, smooth. Still a thinner than the 19, thinner grip than the 19. Took a lot of surface area off of this by taking the rest of the beaver tail off, so now it's cut. Still get this benefit of this beaver tail, no slide bite. And then I put a couple of little strips on the 19X. Of course, this is aggressive. It's way more aggressive than any Smith & Wesson, but I thought it was going to be fine. This is very aggressive, bro, to be honest. My opinion, even though I like aggressive grips, way too much. So went ahead and did that. Still kind of left a little space here, little spots here. Right here kind of like gives me that grip. Here won't move, and I left this little thumb ledge to be able to hold on to that. There was another one here. I took it off and put it here. Again, gives me that little grip there, so I can help myself with the recoil in the future when I'm shooting that. I might take some of this off. I might even take that off because it is way too aggressive. But let me know what y'all think. Do y'all need more Glocks than the 43X, 19X, and the 45? If we're talking 9 mils, would you consider this a complete 9 mil Glock collection? Obviously, there's 1,000 more. Where we at? There's 1,000 more models, but would you say, as far as 9 mil, it's complete? I'll leave y'all to it. Engage with your boy in the comments. Let me know if y'all would have done something different. Is this cool? Am I trash? Should I just go back to my world with the Smitties? And do that regardless. But holla at y'all. See y'all on the next one. Stay tuned. We're going to be shooting